So it looks like Serena Williams is finally ready to open up about what really went down between her and Drake, and she's not holding back. I think we can all agree that Serena's unexpected appearance during the halftime show was one of the highlights of Kendrick's performance. Chile Serena Williams was up on that stage with Kendrick having the time of her life in a moment that some fans have referred to as her Crip walking on Drake's grave. Now, while some fans think Serena shouldn't have accepted the offer for whatever reason, others are happy she did because it's her way of getting her lick back after Drake allegedly stalked and harassed her because she dumped him. In typical petty Drake fashion, he took a moment to throw shade at Serena during a recent performance, which made Serena's fans even more convinced that she was right to do the Crip walk. So, what's the deal here? Did Drake really harass Serena? And is Serena out of line for joining Kendrick's performance? We'll talk about it all in this video. Serena has had the internet buzzing these last few days over what some people would call her controversial Super Bowl halftime performance. Say what you want, but Serena is from Compton, and who says a girl can't rep her hometown anymore? People were going through so many hoops to justify why Serena shouldn't have been on that stage. Some people said she shouldn't have because when she was younger, her sister was unalived by Crips. So doing the Crip walk is like she's dishonoring her sister's memory. Anything to avoid the elephant in the room, the fact that Drake dissed Serena unprovoked. And now she's getting her lick back. Drake and Serena had a little thing going on back in the day that ended seemingly on good terms until Drake started dissing her and her husband out of nowhere. So the whole thing with Drake and Serena started in 2011 when rumors of them being more than just friends started circulating online. In August 2011, Drake tweeted at Serena saying, "I cannot wait to put it on you and make you sweat during our match this weekend." Less than a week later, Drake was spotted in the crowd cheering Serena as she competed in the Canadian Open. However, their relationship didn't get any more traction after that until 2013 when Drake released his third studio album, Nothing Was the Same. In the song Worst Behavior, he rapped about Serena saying, "Then it's back to LA, open the mail, staring at the check. Enough to make you throw up, man. It's gross what I net. I'm with my whole set, tennis matches at the crib. I swear I could beat Serena when she playing with her left." It seemed like Drake was low-key shooting his shot here, but things didn't really materialize between them until 2015 when they were photographed kissing on a dinner date at a sushi restaurant in Cincinnati. Drake was going around playing the dutiful boyfriend, showing up to support his boo thang in the 2015 US Open. That same year, Drake scored front row seats at Serena's HSN fashion show, and it seemed like all was going great between them. However, the relationship fizzled out soon after that, and Serena started dating her now husband, Alexis Ohanian. At the time, there were rumors that Serena was the one who broke things off because Drake was enjoying his Playboy era, and Serena wasn't about that life. For whatever reason, Drake just couldn't stand the idea of Serena moving on with her life, and he started crashing out. In 2016, he released the song Too Good, where he rapped, "Years go by too fast, I can't keep track. How long did we last? I feel bad for asking. It can't end like this. We gotta take time with this." And then the chorus was, "I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my love for granted. I just don't understand it." At first, there were rumors that the woman he was referring to in this song was Rihanna, who he also had an alleged on and off relationship with at the time. However, Drake later revealed to his mother, Sandy, that he was talking about Serena.
Heavy on a couple joints, but this is more about me and Serena.
Drake is confirming a long-standing rumor his hit song Too Good with Rihanna is actually about Serena Williams. When the song came out in 2016, right before that, he and Serena had been photographed together, like kissing, and we knew they were kind of dating. Well, he's just released this video from around that time where he's talking to his mom, who's off camera.
I know Serena very well, and I know that she'll hear it loud and clear, but she'll also not hate me for it because it's lighthearted.
As for Serena, she had moved and was happily in love with her new boo, Alexis. By the end of 2016, they were engaged and they got married in November 2017. Drake still couldn't get over her though. In fact, rapper Common later spilled the tea about him, and Drake had a wild beef going on that was mostly because of Drake's jealousy that Common had also had a thing with Serena.
What surprised me recently was that you and Drake kind of went back and forth.
Oh yeah.
But when you look at that, that situation now, what's your take on it?
I mean, I think that was for me, I think it was an emotional thing, like meaning I was feeling like at that time, I think it was the Drake Serena situation. I didn't know what was going on with that. That was, you know, and I didn't know if he was throwing things, shots at me, like, you know, this is my ex, and, you know, we kind of on our like going our separate ways, and, you know, so it was, unfortunately, the war might have been over a girl, even though at the time I never said that, but it wasn't totally that. It was just more or less like, dude, kind of like, man, do you respect me? Because I actually like you as an artist. That's what I was thinking about Drake.
In a December 2019 interview with Rap Radar, Drake credited Serena for inspiring him to finish his 2015 Meek Mill diss track Back to Back. He said, I was with Serena at the time, and we had been talking a lot about her and Maria Sharapova going back and forth over the years. He added, she's a top competitor. So she was like, you gotta finish it. Like, I'm talking about done, over. And it's gotta be something that everyone that he's with and him have to hear, girl. Maybe Drake would have won this Kendrick beef if he was still Serena, because it looks like the man got dumped and started slacking. Her competitive spirit might have helped him, but somehow Drake still couldn't get over the fact that Serena dumped him and found the love of her life in less than a year. So he decided to drag both her and her husband. In his song Middle of the Ocean from his 2022 album Her Loss, Drake dissed Serena and her husband, calling her husband a groupie. He rapped, sidebar, Serena, your husband a groupie. He claimed we don't got a problem, but no boo, it is like you coming for sushi. We might pop on him at will like Suzuki. At the time, Serena's husband Alexis clapped back at Drake in a series of tweets where he said, it's cliche, but life changed when I became a husband and papa. It's made me 100 times better as a man and a businessman. In Serena Williams, I found a partner I knew I would never outgrow, who would always motivate me to be greater. And in 776, I found partners and team who do the same. He continued saying, I'm grateful. Everything I accomplished before those hard convos in 2020 is irrelevant to me compared to the work Junior will see me doing now, creating one multi-billion-dollar company and seeding 35 plus more taught me a lot. Now we're going to scale that using software and empathy. He then said, the reason I stay winning is because I'm relentless about being the absolute best at whatever I do, including being the best groupie for my wife and daughter. This was what prompted Kendrick to tell Drake to keep Serena's mouth in Not Like Us, where he said, from Alondra down to Central, dude better not speak on Serena.
Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena.
Fast forward to the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show, and Serena showed up and flexed her Crip walking skills. After the appearance, she went on her social media and posted a backstage video of her talking about how she couldn't have Crip walk the way she did on the stage at Wimbledon because they wouldn't have let it slide.
Man, I did not Crip walk like that at Wimbledon. Ooh, I would have been fine. It was all love.
So, for those who don't know, Serena caught flack back in 2012 after she hit a Crip walk after her victory against Maria Sharapova at Wimbledon during the 2012 Olympics. She was heavily criticized by the press, with people calling her ghetto, saying she was promoting gang violence and that it was disrespectful to the sport. Fox Sports' Jason Whitlock put Serena on blast at the time, saying, what Serena did was akin to cracking a tasteless X-rated joke inside a church. Serena deserved to be called out. What she did was immature and classless. After her Super Bowl halftime show appearance, Serena's husband, Alexis Ohanian, took to Twitter to compare it to the Wimbledon incident. He posted a screenshot from an article showing some of the backlash Serena received alongside a clip from the performance and added the caption, some of y'all have no idea how criticized Serena was for this same dance at Wimbledon 13 years ago, and it shows. This is bigger than the music. Then there's the people who were dragging Serena, saying she shouldn't have been on that stage dissing Drake because she's married. Stephen A. Smith, who is pushing 50 and has never been married, mind you, chimed in and said he would have divorced Serena if she was his wife, and did that.
And my wife is going to join trolling her ex. Go back to his ass, because clearly you don't belong with me.
Meanwhile, Serena's husband reposted the video of her Crip walking on his IG stories like a proud husband. The pettiness didn't stop there though. He also reposted and commented on some of the Twitter posts talking about Serena at the show, like this one where someone said, Serena's husband probably set her clothes out the night before like it was the first day of school the next day. Someone tagged him and asked him if he could confirm this, and his reply was this photo photo of Kendrick. And if you watched the show, you know exactly what Kendrick was saying here. So while people are convulsing over whether Serena, the married woman, should be petty about her ex, who did her dirty after they had already broken up, her husband is out here having a laugh. As for Drake, he's still being his usual petty self. At this point, someone needs to take his phone away from him and put him in timeout. Because tell me why he went ahead and posted this photo of himself and Serena's former agent. Like, is this supposed to be some kind of gag? Fans also felt like Drake was throwing shade at Serena during a recent performance in Australia, where he made a bunch of petty statements directed at his ex. Folks had a lot to say about this, like this person who said, "Damn, he responded to a woman with the quickness. Too bad he won't do the same to the man who has had his foot on his neck for the past year." Another person said, "I don't think I've ever seen any rapper afraid of his counterpart like this. Kadot called you a minor in front of the whole world, and your response is attacking a woman? Attack everyone but K. Quit acting like a bee, ain't you tired?" But what's your take on Drake's reaction to this whole Super Bowl performance and Serena's Crip walk? Also, do you think Serena should have just let it go? Drop a comment down here and stick around for this next messy video.